So you know how they split up when, the male lead lured that guy away? Yeah, the main character finds the male lead, is surprised the male lead is even alive still because the male lead was supposed to lure that guy away. How did the male lead, survive that situation? Also, he finds the male lead with 1 out of 5 of the guys who had tried killing him, the same guy who gave up the male lead's weakness. Well, original weakness. And the main character, no surprise, is highly suspicious. Is like, I don't like this. Like, was I used again? Did he trick me again? And the male lead is pretending to be, well, the male lead says he's pretending, which he was pretending, that he has no memories or recognitions of the main character. Like, he was pretending that he didn't know who the main character was acting cruel towards the main character. And later, he hunts the main character down and is like, oh, I was just pretending. So the guy didn't know, the guy knew the male lead was pretending he had no memories, but the male lead was acting the way he was, so he didn't show off the relationship the main character and him had. And the main character's like, what relationship? We don't have a relationship. And the male lead's also like, I wanted, to tease you all. So the main character's like, that's it. You wanted to tease me and use me again, didn't you? And I'm like, yeah, he did. The male lead don't deserve you, honey. He don't. Also, the male lead just kidnapped the main character, and the main character was resting with his new disciple, the kid the main character saved, the now emperor's cousin. Yeah, that kid is now the main character's disciple, and the male lead kidnapped the main character one night and took off with the main character to have a whole conversation with the main character, but he was like, gotta kidnap my wife, just snatched the main character off, made sure the main character wouldn't be able to speak or leave him, and has the main character overhear a conversation that the main character needed to hear. But the conversation was also happening when a couple was doing it. He forced the main character to listen to a whole couple doing it. Oh, if I was the main character the moment I got freed, I would have beaten his ass. I would have beaten him. So the main lead wants to take the main character's second disciple as his own disciple. He wants to full-on steal that disciple from the main character. And the main character's like, yeah, no, you're not just stealing my disciple. You're not taking my disciple. And when they arrived to that clan the main character saved and left his first disciple with, yeah, when they arrived there and the main character is having his first disciple show off his skills and abilities, and then when he sees the mistakes, he shows how to actually do them correctly. And he wants to hear the opinions of both his disciples and the male lead. And when they hear the second disciple's opinion, the male lead's like, yeah, no, and physically restrains the kid. Is really cruel with the way he's physically restrained the kid. And the main character wants to get all mother hen on him, being like, let go my chick, let him go. The male lead's looks at the main character and goes, yeah, I have no plans of stealing him anymore, because you know what? If he was my disciple, I would have killed him. He would not have survived as my student. And I'm like, oh, honey, get your disciples away from him. Get your disciples away from him. So when they were heading to the sack, and when they arrived at the sack, the male lead followed them the whole way there, and then stayed when they arrived to the sack, and the main character had been suspicious the entire time. He's questioning the male lead, and the male lead keeps giving his reasoning why he was following is because he wanted to be by the main character's side, and the main character's like, bullshit, that's not the reason. After what you did to me and told me I could not be your rival after I put my hand out for friendship and you didn't need friends, there's no reason why. I already proved I was not worthy enough to be your rival. What is the reasoning? And the male lead gives another main reasoning why, but he gives 3 reasons why. He gives 1 important reasoning, and the other 2 were because of the main character. And the main character's like, bullshit. Bull fucking shit. The main character does not believe the male lead's words, which I can't blame him. The main character even brings up the sword, and the male lead, doesn't bring up anything about the sword, and the main character lets it go. But the main character's like, yeah, I don't trust you. So the male lead had first, he tried pushing away the feelings his child self had revealed, going, oh, those are just feelings that was created from my child self. Except he realizes that no, he actually really has feelings for the main character and is trying to pursue the main character, except he's realized he dug himself a pit thanks to what he did to the main character. His whole trying to destroy the main character, ruin the main character, and prove that the main character wasn't the good person the main character was going around stating he was. He's now realized he's dug himself a pit, and he really is trying to dig himself out of that pit But it just seems like it's getting way worse because the main character does not believe his shit. He doesn't believe him. Like, he's trying to hand feed the main character again, and the main character literally was fighting him to keep him from feeding the main character. Like, he full on has dug himself a pit and does not know how to undig himself.